From AAAFx, this is Chris taking a look at the Dow Jones 30, and you can see that we did try to rally during the session, but gave back those gains pretty viciously. As I drop down to the 1 hour chart, you can see we spiked and then sold off. Not a huge surprise to me, because you can't go straight up in the air forever. It just doesn't happen. So this is the 4 hour chart. I'm going to try to make some sense out of what we've seen as of late. I mean, we could drop down to 37,200. There's a trend line that comes into play there. That might be doable. I still like 37,050. I would love 36,500. We'll have to wait and see whether or not we get it. Now, as we head into a jobs report, would make sense that a lot of people weren't willing to hang on their positions today. Markets have been very overdone for quite some time, and I still think we could very well drop down to the 36,000 level before it's all said and done. This is one of those things where it takes a while for this to play out, assuming that it does play out. It typically doesn't happen in a session or two. That being said, you can't short this market. There isn't a whole lot you can do with the Dow Jones except for maybe buy dips, but this is not the dip you're looking for. Looking on an hourly chart, like I said, I don't think it would take too much to send it below 37,400. A fairly decent jobs report might do that. My email box every day is full of people asking me if they should continue to buy this, and you never really know when the top is, nor do you know when the bottom is on a pullback. But if I told you that an object that you wanted to buy was almost 20% more in the last 2 months, do you think it's a good deal? You would say no. That's essentially where we're at. So expect a lot of volatility tomorrow. We'll know more by the end of the session, because traders will be a lot more honest about what they're willing to do as far as carrying this position over the weekend. Monday brings in more liquidity, so we could get a negative candle tomorrow and an even more negative candle on Monday. I say bring it. I would love to find value. I just can't force myself to chase it all the way up here. At best, the most bullish scenario I see is potential sideways action for a while. Unless, of course, the jobs number is horrific, then you'll see an initial sell-off, and then everybody will get excited about that cheap Federal Reserve interest rate scenario. I do think this needs to be worked off, though.
AAAFx, AAA.